And unlike what you think, just because I've taken PEDs, I'm not trying to promote them. I'm not trying to tell you to take them. Just trying to tell you the truth. Coach Greg, and today I'm responding to Alpha Destiny, who made a response video to me talking about what's achievable natural, what's not, what strength numbers can you expect, how much muscle can you put on. We're going to find out, what do I think of his response? Did he make any sense? Any valid points? Any invalid points? Well, let's not waste any time. Let's see and find out.
So fellow Canadian Greg Doucette made a video about me. So I checked it out, and I gotta say, really enjoyed the video. It was professional, respectful, and did not have ad hominem attacks, which is so common among other fitness influencers.
And to all the haters of mosquitoes out there, we're just going back and forth. We're having a discussion. I'm not attacking him as a person. I'm attacking what he's saying. I don't dislike him as a person. Think of it. I did a video about him. Notice I don't do videos about other morons because they're morons. And I don't need to feed the mosquitoes. He's not a mosquito. And before I get into this, it's important to understand he's a natural athlete. He's natural, 100% natural. I totally believe that. And he wants you to be natural. He's highly motivated to try to convince you to stay natural. Just because I've taken PEDs, I'm not trying to promote them. I'm not trying to tell you to take them. Just trying to tell you the truth. Okay. When I tell you something, do they work? I say, yeah, heck yeah, they work. But I tell you exactly how well they work. I'm not going to exaggerate them. Not going to underreport the gains. I'm going to give you actual information of what I truly believe.
Exactly, Greg. Most lifters don't look good, but we have to ask why. How come the majority of YouTube fitness is full of novice lifters?
Sorry, I'm telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Of course, you're going to want to side with Alpha Destiny. You want to think, hey, no matter what your genetics are, if you train hard and put in the work and eat proper and follow the right plan, you can do it. You can achieve elite standards in powerlifting, and you can get a shredded or amazing physique. You can look like Captain America, Superman, or Thor. Natural. Most people, if they just train long enough and smart enough. No, most people, even with PEDs, will not look like Captain America, Superman, or Thor. They're drawn up comic book characters of what we wish we could be if we were just given the best genetics in the world. Maybe we could do that if lightning strike, if we came from another planet, if we had magic, mystical superpowers. Think of it, Captain America basically was on PEDs. Exactly, that's what happened. And Alpha Destiny, he wants you to believe you can do that natural. He's fighting the good fight. Stay natural. You know you can do it. You can do it. You're amazing. You know, try your best and you'll get there because I did. And so you probably can too because, well, my genetics, they're not that amazing. And well, I can do it because, well, I trained properly and ate properly and I did it. I can lift a lot of weight and I look pretty freaking good natural, which he does. He has amazing genetics and he trained hard and smart. And I bet if you look like Alpha Destiny, 99% of you would be happy with that. This is amazing, and I agree. Chances are you can't, though. Some of you can. The top tier genetics of you who are natural, training hard, can look like this. And some even better. Chris Bumstead did it, Quinton Beast Mode, all these guys with the best genetics, they can do it. I did it. I looked amazing natural, then I took PEDs and looked even more amazing. I know some of you can do it, but I'm talking to the majority of the people. That means more than 50%, more than half of you cannot do it. With all the hard work in the world, even with PEDs, you're not going to look amazing. I'm sorry, I'm telling you the truth. I know you want to believe, well, no, if I just took some HRT tests, maybe hard doses, and if that didn't work, I just blast some tren, I probably look like Coach Greg. And if not, probably just settle for Henry Cavill. Just think about it. No, most people, think of it, used to sell the stuff to people. Used to. Not now. Used to. Back in the past 10 years ago. Used to sell it. Do you think I know what they look like? And I coached people and I knew they were on PEDs and I saw their physiques and their check-ins and how they look. They don't look like Alpha Destiny. Most people on PEDs wish they could look like Alpha Destiny. They wish they could look like me too. Probably some. Oh, no, I don't want to look like Chris Bumstead. He's too big. No, I don't want to. Till you get some size and then your goals, they change real quick. The reason you don't want to look like Chris Bumstead is because it's so far off in the distance of being even remotely possible that you don't even think about it. Chris Bumstead probably didn't even want to look like Chris Bumstead when he was 16. But then when he was 19, he probably did. And now that he's 25, probably wants to look even better. The dream physique that you have in your mind right now, it will change. The closer you get to that, the more you will want. We are not satisfied. We never get satisfied as society. We always want more. Oh, if I won the lottery $1 million, I'd be happy. Then you get the $1 million, and a couple months later, you're like, yeah, another million would be freaking fantastic. Remember the series Breaking Bad? Dude's got $100 million in his storage locker. He can't spend that, and he's still hustling, trying to sell more, trying to be the best. You will never be satisfied. You will always want more. If you take PEDs now, you're going to want to continue taking PEDs. It is not the answer. It's not going to get you the dream physique that you want. However much it helps, you're just going to want more. There is no end to it. There is no satisfaction. You will never be satisfied. So stop thinking that changing your physique to something else is the answer. It's not the answer. And that's the message Alpha Destiny is trying to share. He wants you to realize, just be the best you can be. That's what Coach Greg says. Yes, I say that PEDs work because I'm honest. I'm not going to try to trick you. When I was younger, 30 years ago, when I was a teenager, 30 years ago, I was told, steroids, they don't work. They're going to give you a brain cancer. You're going to die. Lyle Zato. Anyone that uses steroids, they die. And it doesn't even work. If you just work hard, you can do the same thing. You can achieve the same results. You just need to work harder. I was lied to. Soon discovered, wow, I competed against that guy and he looked okay. I beat him. And then a year later, he put on 20 pounds of muscle. I didn't. I put on 5 pounds. Well, why didn't I put on that muscle? And then to find out, they work. But then guess what? They didn't turn pro. They kept taking steroids. They didn't turn pro. I was natural. I kept training. I got better. Got pretty damn good. Then eventually I took PEDs and I turned pro. Why? Because I have better genetics. Not everyone has the genetics to be amazing. We can all be better than we are, but we don't have the genetics to do everything. And let's go to the glasses because I think this applies in this situation. The false consensus effect. The false consensus effect is the tendency people have to overestimate how much other people agree with their own beliefs, behaviors, attitudes, and values. For example, thinking that other people share your opinion on controversial topics, overestimating the number of people who are similar to you, and believing that the majority of people share your preferences. So because you're natural, have friends who are natural, coach people who are natural, see what people who are natural have done, you believe that most naturals can do what you think they can do, like achieving elite standards in powerlifting. For example, let's take the bench press. 181 pounds, elite standard in the bench is 345 pounds with a pause. And I wrote Will Tennyson, who's a Gymshark sponsored athlete. Sponsored by Gymshark. Almost all the Gymshark athletes, they're not natural. Will is. Amazing genetics. You're going to debate me that they're amazing. He beat me in a squat competition. I'm a world record holding powerlifter. He beat me in a squatting competition. He's about 25 years old, been training hard for almost 10 years. How much can he bench press? How much can he do? Is he at the elite level? Because let's face it, Will Tennyson has better genetics than the majority of people. He has amazing genetics. Anyone not know Will Tennyson here? Trust me, he's got amazing genetics. Don't try to tell me he doesn't. Just because he's not a pro bodybuilder doesn't mean he doesn't have amazing. How much can he bench? I hit 335 in that video, I think. And he's guessing, but he did 335. That is not 345, and it was not pause. And Will weighs just over 180 pounds, so in Will Tennyson's weight class, he has not hit elite standards. And Alpha Destiny is saying, well, most people with elite level genetics, they could hit those numbers. Yet Will Tennyson didn't. How many of you sitting there weighing about 180 pounds, 181 in fact, think that if they trained hard, they could bench 345? Let's take someone else. Editor Steve, Coach Greg's brother, from the same parents as Coach Greg. I have the world record in the bench press. Pretty good genetics, I bet. How much can Editor Steve bench press natural? Let's see. His best bench press ever was 350 pounds. He was 180 pounds. So 5 pounds over the standard for elite. Steve would have some of the best genetics in the world to do the bench press. He bench pressed 243 pounds at age 14. I think those are shitty genetics, 243 pounds, age 14. He then trained his ass off and 11 years later could bench 350, 5 pounds over the elite standard, natural. But Alpha Destiny wants you to think, yeah, most people, if they just train hard and smart, they could achieve those numbers. Really? You have no idea of just how impressive a 345-pound bench is at 180 if you think most people can achieve that by training hard and smart. No, most people with steroids will not bench 345 at 180. Of course, there are plenty that do. I benched way more than that natural. Yeah, I have amazing, I have a world record. Most people don't have the world record. Not many people in the world are the best in the world. Then he looks at my chart of muscle growth and he says, yeah, Coach Greg, I agree. That's a really good chart of accurate expectations for muscle. And he says, wouldn't you be satisfied? Most people will be satisfied with that. You see, there's a range. The best genetics, they do one thing and the average genetics do another. I think most people would be happy if they had the best genetics and put the most amount of muscle on that the people with the best genetics have, like me. They would be happy if they could make the gains that I did. Most people would be happy if they had Coach Greg's genetics. Do most people have Coach Greg's genetics? No. I think most people are happy if they had Will Tennyson's genetics. Jesse James, Jeff Nippard, Alpha Destiny. They would be happy if they had your genetics. But guess what? That is the cream of the crop. The best of the best come out, and they're the ones that get the followers. They're the ones that people watch on Instagram, YouTube. The 99.9% genetics, these people, you'd be happy with that. Most people will not look like Henry Cavill natural. So I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. You're not just going to get these amazing results just because Alpha Destiny says you can. And just because I've used PEDs doesn't mean I have some kind of behind the scenes motive to tell you any differently. I'm not trying to tell you I achieved my amazing physique and my pro card because of hard work. I'm telling you it was a combination of everything. I was lucky to have great genetics, and I in fact trained my ass off intelligently. I studied this, masters in kinesiology, and later I took PEDs on top of that, did the proper cycles, did everything, and I got what I got. You should not expect to be able to achieve your dream physique natural just because he said so. The truth is, it's harder than you think, and achieving even half of what you expect is more likely what you're going to do. If you want to join the gym and gain 10 pounds of muscle this year and put on 100 pounds on your bench press, chances are even half of that is going to be hard to do. Have realistic expectations. I'm not here to glorify steroids and PEDs. I'm in fact telling you they probably won't work as well as you think. You think they're going to give you your dream physique. You think that the top level athletes downplay their effects and benefits. You think the top level athletes who are using them downplay how good they are. No, I could have done this without it. They're just the icing on the cake. I'm telling you that genetics plays such a huge component, even more so than the PEDs themselves. And by that I mean, give me somebody with amazing genetics, natural, and they will beat somebody with crappy genetics taking every single PD on the planet. The best bodybuilders on the planet, if you took all the PEDs away, they would still look better than all the people blasting on everything in the world who have bad genetics. Sorry, telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Ended it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IPE Pro. Blue Pin Up 2 videos. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram. Buy my freaking training book and my cookbook. Maybe it gets you halfway to your dream physique. Gonna tell you the truth, halfway. And until next time, I'm out.